Huh? That's for the children! For the children!
I'll give you my money. I'll give you, please go.
For the
I'll give you my
children!
money. I'll give you my money.
Free Palestine now!
I'll give you
Free
my money.
Palestine!
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Take my money. Take my money.
You want to kill kids? Kids
No,
are teasing me. Kids.
And that video there is even hard to watch. A wave of anti-Semitic attacks sweeping through one of Europe's largest cities. Masked assailants attacking Israelis after a soccer game in Amsterdam. Officials there saying the attack had nothing to do with a brawl over opposing sports teams. Rather, it was a targeted anti-Semitic attack.
Israeli officials saying at least 10 citizens were injured. Hundreds of others reportedly had to hide in their hotels for hours, fearing they could be attacked again. We'll bring in Ambassador Ofir Akunis at the Consul General for Israel in New York. Ambassador, welcome back to the program.
Thank you so much.
A lot to talk about, but I want to get your response to watching that video. I'm sure you've seen it multiple times already, the emotion you feel.
Tomorrow it will be 86 years to Kristallnacht in Germany. Tomorrow, November 9th. And tonight, November 8th, it's the Amsterdam Kristallnacht. It's horrific pictures. Like I have to tell you, it's very emotional for us because of the Kristallnacht that we remember. And that was only yesterday, in the middle of one of the main cities of, actually the capital of the Netherlands. And I don't know if you remember, I think it was my first time here. And I said that the radical Islam want to ruin the Western world. And when I'm talking about the Western world, first of all, it's Israel, then Europe, actually the small Satan, the middle Satan, Europe, and the great Satan, the United States. So I think that this is a wake-up call to all of us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially, we all know what happened in Israel on October 7th, and now we've seen a number of anti-Semitic events, obviously overseas in Europe, but also stateside in the United States, whether it be on college campuses. We do have sound. This is from an Israeli eyewitness who was living in Amsterdam, and what they had to say following the attack last night.
They were ready exactly in the places, strategic places, with beds, with knives and everything. So it was well organized, and people came over here also from, I think, also strong from Belgium. We saw a lot of transport coming from there, and people were waiting to create this conflict.
The fact that it was so pre-planned, what does that tell you about what's happening?
I think that we all must know that, as you said, it wasn't by surprise. They find the first opportunity to attack Jews, and in that case, Israelis. Of course, Maccabi Tel Aviv fans right after the play with the Ajax Amsterdam. I think that, as I said, this wake-up call must wake up the Europeans. First of all, the Europeans, because, you know, it can happen in Paris or in London, wherever, in Sweden, of course, but here as well. You mentioned the campuses issue. I think that it was very close, by the way. Last April and the beginning of May, it was almost the same. So I think that, first of all of us, I'm talking about Europe, United States, and Israel, forced the laws. There are specific laws against those mobs, first of all. And we must change the policy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
To change the policy. As I said before, everything must change. And the policy must change.
Speaking out against it, as well as we saw the Dutch Prime Minister has done so, and several other top officials have. The other focus of that story, too, is the police response time. Why that took so long, according to local reports in that area. Out of time on this, Ambassador Ofir Akunis joining us on the program. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.